Hello my friends, greetings from Rome, Italy. Today I'm going to talk about stock footage or shooting video for stock. The general principle is the same as stock photography. You create imagery and stock footage agency syndicate it to client. There are, however, some differences. As many of you know, I've been working in stock photography for a very long time. Nowadays, I direct most of my energy into production of stock footage. The main reason for that is that I feel that stock footage have more commercial potential than stock photography. Let me explain. Reason number one, stock photography has been around for many decades, so volume of images created is significantly larger than video footage, which means that there's much more competition for new images in stock photography than in stock video. Reason number two, there are many more people doing stock photography than stock video. Video shooting is more complex technically than photography and requires different sets of skills with somewhat steeper learning curve. It also requires significantly higher investment in equipment. Reason number three, use of video in media is growing at fast pace right now thanks to ever-increasing speed of internet. That was the major problem in early years for video on the web. But now, with fast wireless networks, 70 to 80% of my traffic on YouTube is coming from mobile phones. Relatively recently, all major social media networks pushed really hard into video content. Reason number four, everything is moving to the web. From photography and video to movies to business to shopping to whatever. However, websites have limited real estate, meaning the actual sites or front page. Statistically, most people don't go deeper than 1 or 2 clicks from the main page, which means that your first page on the website is the most important one. Space on this page is very limited. If you need to put a title and a text and images, you don't have much room. First it was pictures, then if you remember came slideshows. Now it's time for video. If you look at all major media publications on the web, you'll see front page populated with embedded videos. It takes very little space, you can easily make it full screen, and you can put in anything from 30-second Super Bowl commercial to many hours of the movie like Lord of the Rings. Reason number five, from the point of general information and storytelling, in particular video has an advantage. I'm talking about sound. I'm not saying that photography is better or worse than video. I'm talking about different sets of tools available. Of course, for stock, you're shooting without sound. It will be added by clients in edit. All of the above tells me that video currently has better growth potential than photography. If you do microstock, you'll notice that the prices for video footage at Shutterstock, for example, significantly higher than for pictures. Of course, you can say that there is more sales of pictures than video footage, and that is correct. However, I feel that sales of stock video will be growing faster than sales of photographs. And of course, this is my opinion. Most of us have hundreds or even thousands of clips sitting on our hard drives from previous years. It is important to review them well, pick up the best ones, process them, meaning cutting out shakes at the beginning and at the end of the clip, color grading them, and then just in general make them more presentable. Don't upload everything. You have to be selective. Don't waste your time. Your different clips will be part of your portfolio in the stock agency. And clients sometimes will look at your total portfolio. So it's important to project good professional image. Let's talk of what to shoot for video footage. Well, basically, all the topics you need to cover for stock photography you can do for video as well. The difference, of course, is that you need to film something moving, not just static images. It's either something is moving inside your composition or the camera does the moving. Of course, in touristy places like Rome, it is hard to avoid people. Most of my video footage here is for editorial use, where I feel most sales are anyway, because commercial videos usually require significantly high video quality than filmed with regular DSLR or mirrorless cameras. Editorial sales doesn't have many restrictions in respect to privacy or ownership like commercial sales, which gives me more choices for what to film. Personally, I'm not interested in editorial filming of dated events, so I'm looking for more generic stuff which can be used for long periods of time. I'm trying to do most of my filming with Sony a7 III in 4K. Prices for 4K footage are higher than for HD, practically twice as high. Most of my footage is shot at 24 frames per second. Sometimes I go to 60p for slow motion. I keep my clip lengths between 15 and 30 seconds, unless longer time required by the subject of filming. Clips beyond 30 seconds and 4K is just way too big and takes forever to upload. Clips should be filmed without sound. On Sony a7 III, I use standard profile PP3 and neutral on Canon. This way I don't need to spend a lot of time grading my footage. Basic rules are important, like stable camera, correct horizon, and of course correct focus and exposure. Look for interesting lighting. Dawn, early morning, late afternoon, sunset, dusk. Sony a7 III is great in low light, but don't push it too far because if your footage is grainy, it'll be rejected. I'm trying to upload my photographs and videos to my stock agencies regularly on my trip, so I do it in small batches with my iPad. This way I can increase my chances to earn money while I'm still traveling and not to deal with huge pile of images and footage when I'm back home. I use LumaFusion for video editing and color grading on my iPad. And that's it. Feel free to ask any questions and leave comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.